I know closing the blinds helped. I always make sure to do that so the neighbors can't see, you know, my like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock
Your
performance
dance
to my song
yeah,
of the day.
I was gonna say, I'm sure there's something going on behind closed blinds in there. You dance.
Yeah, not quite the like
You have
risky
such a
business
lucky wife,
line,
Ryan. Such
you know.
a lucky wife.
Yeah.
All day I go through like a song up in my head. And just once in a while I just gotta let it out.
Funny. That's good.
Yeah, I did. You talk about the temperature in your house and stuff. I get these bills from Idaho Power, and on every month they show me my energy comparison in my house compared to other places my size, and it's always like, well, I could be saving $50, and so it's like you got to figure out how you do that. It's amazing to see the adjustments you can make.
Right.
All right, well, yeah, it's cold here. Nothing like what they're dealing with in the Midwest, the Northeast, the Plains.
They are struggling.
We know that they have been kind of locked in this just brutally cold situation there. Still dealing with frigid wind chill temperatures, but kind of wanted to take a look at this kind of from a fun perspective. We mentioned this a bit earlier. Anchorage, Alaska, right now it's 34 degrees there. They had highs in the 40s yesterday. Yeah, that's warm for them, but look at Tallahassee, Florida. Temps there below freezing. That is very rare in and of itself. So it's warmer in Anchorage, Alaska. You can tell this to people at work. Warmer in Anchorage, Alaska than it is in Tallahassee, Florida this morning. Along with that cold snap down that we have coming in from Canada, we have a slew of watches and warnings. It's just like a mess as you get along the eastern seaboard especially, but hard freeze warnings down in the south. We have winter weather advisories and a winter storm warning for parts of North Florida up through coastal Georgia, through the Carolinas, up in the mid-Atlantic, and all the way into New England. So these warnings, most of them are affiliated with a winter storm that's just now starting to come into play, but of course you can't outrule the cold. We have wind chill warnings and advisories in play for much of the Northeast too, so you combine the two. Bitter cold temps and a snowstorm coming in, kind of a brutal scenario there. So blizzard warning in effect for parts of Maine, down into New Hampshire and Massachusetts, and we'll show you where that's coming from because right now it's very quiet up there. It's going to change drastically in the next 24 hours. So here is that system starting to move in. It doesn't look very organized right now, but this storm, which is being coined Winter Storm Grayson, is expected to strengthen quite a bit as it gets rolling. Excuse me. So we have snow in Tallahassee, parts of this Florida area, North Florida stretching up into southern Georgia, seeing freezing rain. So this is an area where we have several reports of a light layer of ice on the road, on vehicles, in an area that, is not used to seeing that, especially compared to their averages for this time of the year. So kind of an icy, snowy situation for now across Florida and into Georgia. This is going to barrel its way up quickly along the eastern seaboard, scratching into the coastal areas of the Carolinas and up in the mid-Atlantic too. So Charleston, you're going to see some snow later today in the afternoon, and then as we continue to see how this spins, this storm intensifies. We'll start to notice that area of low pressure, that curlicue, really becoming more defined, meaning it's getting stronger as it makes its way from the mid-Atlantic up into New England. So by tomorrow morning, about this time, maybe an hour ahead of this time tomorrow, we're going to be watching for snow from New York up to Boston and all the way into Maine. And then this area is going to get clobbered tomorrow with more snowfall. So if this low pressure system, this winter storm, tracks inland toward the New England area, as it looks like it's doing on this particular Futurecast model, we're going to see heavier snowfall amounts than we would if it were to push off to the east just a little bit. So still some uncertainty there, but around here it's been so quiet, just hard to imagine what's going on over there. Our ridge of high pressure is blocking any precipitation from really moving into the region, so we are going to stay dry until Saturday. So today, hazy sunshine, more clouds tomorrow, but no precipitation, or a very, very slight window where we could see a couple spotty flurries or maybe a light layer of freezing rain, but nothing that's going to impact us in a bad way. Getting into late Friday and Saturday, you start to notice the wet weather returning to the state. Not a super impressive storm, as we've mentioned, unfortunately. At this point, looking like we could see a few inches out of it for some of the higher peaks in the mountains, so fingers crossed for the ski areas. We want even a few inches at this point. We're going to watch for scattered rain showers around here on Saturday with maybe an inch of snow in those mountain valleys. Around here for today, we'll keep it pretty simple. Don't need to focus on today too much, but as you're out and about, plan for mostly sunny skies, some hazy sunshine with a few more high-level clouds building in across the skyline this afternoon. High temps, low to mid-30s, so pretty comfortable out there. The wind chill will keep us down into the upper 20s in some spots, so do be aware of that, but mountain temps even up in the mid-30s this afternoon. So decent day today. We'll add some more clouds into the mix as we end the work week out, and then there's your chance for wet weather. It's going to be Saturday, maybe lingering into early Sunday for the mountains, but beyond that, dry, quiet. We'll see if something shapes up mid-late next week.
All right, fingers crossed for Bogus and the resorts, McCall's and Valley. Hopefully something good